Hey guys, I've got a camera that I'm doing a review on. I just received it today. It's going to take me about 2 weeks to get the camera. I'm going to put it out now. It's a little bitty, a tiny little thing. Nice camera, what it appears to be nice. I'm going to go up here. I got to check the camera that I've got set right down here. Then I'm going to mount this camera somewhere back here. We're going to try to get some deer footage. Take it over to our pig lease, get some footage over there, both video and photograph footage, and then I will be doing the review on it. That'll give me enough time to see how it works. It feels bad up here today, my lord. Let me turn the camera around because I do want to talk to you, but just in case, we're probably going to see something. I feel like I got a predator watching me. Let me turn this camera. Oh. Sorry guys, I hit the wrong button. I thought I hit the stop record button. I did not. My bad. Yeah, it feels out of whack in here. And it does often, this particular spot. I got some nice deer tracks down here. Possibly today. There are a lot of deer over here, especially this particular part of the property. Alright guys, I'm going to share some articles while we're here, as long as this rain, which is right there, as long as that doesn't hit us. Excuse me. But before we get to the articles, this is important that I get this out right now. Our brother Mike Scott, he's part of our family here. He is from the Jacksonville, Florida area. Mike's brother, Jimmy, recently was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. The doctors have given him their slot for life for him is 2 weeks up to 2 years. So please, I'm calling out to our prayer warriors. If all of you will come together and join me in praying for Jimmy Scott. He's one of our brothers. We're all brothers and sisters under one Father. No matter what your religion is or how you choose to believe and pray, there's only one Creator. And we all belong to Him. That makes us brothers and sisters in my mind. But anyhow, you guys please pray for Jimmy. Let's pray that the doctors are wrong in every aspect. Let's pray that he has life in abundance and that his life is good. If his job is done and the Father wants him home, then I ask that you pray that it's a good transition from this life to the next for him, and that he doesn't suffer and that his family doesn't suffer. Just because our body ends, that does not mean that it is the end. It's just the end for our decrepit physical bodies. Our body is just the box that our soul is being shipped in. Our spirit, our entire life form is just being carried in our body, and that's it. That's why these bodies are so feeble. Their purpose is to carry our soul, carry our spirit, and let us have this life experience. But anyhow, please, you guys, join together and let's pray for Jimmy. Let's pray that everything comes out in his favor. no matter what the situation is. And the other thing I wanted to share with you, Mike has an area. It's down near Jacksonville, Florida. And he's had a lot of different types of activity from the big guys. And he found a pretty interesting foot track, an impression. And he sent it to me and he asked me if I would share it with all of you so that we could get input from, or that he could get input from all of us. And I don't know what it is, what the track's from. To me, it does have a canine resemblance, but I don't think it's canine. It's a large track. It's not too big for a dog species, but it just doesn't look right to me. He doesn't know what it is either. And in that area where he's at, there are no cats, no big cats. There's no bears. They do have wildlife, but it's the basic Florida wildlife, which is normally deer, wild hogs, turkeys, quail, rabbits, squirrels. We do have coyotes, but their tracks are not big like the picture that he sent me. So what I'm asking of you, take a look at the picture, and please, if you have any idea what it is, if you have any knowledge about that print, if you have some information you'd like to share with Mike in regards to that track, please leave it in the comments below. Mike will be going through the comments to get you guys input on it, and I'm just about as curious as he is as to what left that track, because I haven't seen one like that. Looks like deer and turkeys have been in here. There's my camera. I'm going to check this one right quick. Depending on what's on it, I may swap it out with this little camera. But also, if you can't see the picture, the track that I'm going to show, or that's here in the video, if you can't see it real well, if I remember, I'm going to also include it in the community tab of Standing Goats Rescue. And if you'll go there and look at it, you may be able to get a better look at the track. And just let Mike know your thoughts. If you have any ideas what it could be from, he would greatly appreciate it, and I too would appreciate you doing that for him. Can't tell if that's tapping. Maybe not. I don't remember all these trees being laid like that. Right here, they're all laid up. It almost looks like a little tent up underneath that. Well, let me check this camera right quick. If there's anything fascinating on it, I will show you guys those clips. Stand by. Alright, I set this one, it's set low to the ground. The other one was sitting right here. I put this one down lower. It's a very small camera. It's tiny. This camera in my hand is a small camera, and that little thing's tiny, and I just don't have enough space behind it to put a stick behind it to angle it downwards, but that's okay. I'll just move it closer to the ground and hope a bear don't find it. If he does, we'll have some cool footage to look at. Alright, I think I'm gonna walk right over here. I'm gonna move this camera. I'm not going down that way. That's Jeff's corner. I'm by myself today. I don't need to be over there. I'm just gonna walk down the trail up here a little bit and see if I can angle it to catch down here where the deer are crossing the creek. I hate being up here by myself. It's nerve-wracking. But I'm not going to be long. It's long enough to place this camera and get out. I caught another bear on a camera I had over there close to Camp Carey, and it looks like a big male. The camera's head high, and he stood up and looked down into the camera. So he checked it out, but he didn't mess with it. That camera, that particular camera's got a case on it, a protective case. See if I don't know what's over here. They used to walk this trail right here. This was a game trail. I don't know if they're still using it or not. Looks like it. You can see it's kind of beat down. They come through right over here. There's a tree right back over here. Those two pines, I had the camera mounted on one of them, the Woe Sports camera, and that's when the bear grabbed it and he drug it back over here somewhere. We found it. Alright, I'm going to put it on this tree. I'm going to aim it. Oh, that's going to put it sunlight right in the camera lens. Maybe that ain't a good idea. I don't see another tree right here. And there's where the bears hang out. It's right in there. Here we go. I'm going to put it on this tree right here and try to aim it down in there maybe. Alright, stand by just a second. Alright. Got it up kind of high. That's head high to me right here. So, the top of my head. I want to catch this trail right here. They were coming through here, and they're coming through right there. Look at the tree broke over right there. Bet that's from that bear. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, cool. Here's the four-wheeler trail. It's just right here. It's right by the four-wheeler trail. Good deal. Alright, we're going to go get set up. I'll grab the microphone and we're going to share some articles. At the end of the video, guys, please throw a prayer out there on behalf of our brother Jimmy and for his family. Cancer ain't no laughing matter. there's nowhere cool today to do the articles, so we're just gonna set up somewhere and do them. I think I have them on my phone too. Pretty sure. Something living under that root right there. That one's dead. I'm still still fighting with this upper respiratory infection. It's mostly in my lungs now. But I'm on the downhill slide. It's not as bad. It's just at night when I lay down, I start coughing real bad. But that's also just part of lung disease. I've been blessed that I haven't coughed until about a week ago when I got this respiratory issue. All right, we're gonna get set up somewhere and share some articles. All right, I think I found a good spot. I'm not going to go any further. I'm a little too far from the truck now, and I'm not very comfortable here. I didn't bring the notebook. I'm sweating too bad. I'm going to try it this way. I took pictures of the pardon me. I took pictures of the encounters, the different articles that I want to share with you all today. And we're going to do some more of these the werewolf, the dog man articles. I've got another article on some bizarre cryptids of a different species, but I'm going to save that maybe for tomorrow or the following day. We're going to do these, and guys, I'm sorry if the microphone's real loud. I didn't want to be back here yelling, and so that the mic would pick me up. And so what I did is I raised the gain on the camera for the receiver where the wireless mic is transmitting the signal. And if it's too loud, I apologize for that. I'll try to lower the volume. I don't want to be yelling. Where I'm at, I'm not far from Jeff's corner at all. I'm really close. Closer than I'd like be. I don't like being this close, not when I'm alone. Pardon me. Jeff's corner's right there. I mean, it's like right through there. 100 feet, maybe. But I was going to walk closer, and there's almost like a tingling. You can feel it on your skin. It's almost like a tingly sensation. And the closer you get, depending on if you're on this side, I would be southeast of Jeff's corner right here. And coming in this way and then coming in from the due west into it, it feels like you're walking through spider webs, but there's no spider webs. But you can feel them, like you're walking into them. And I walked 20 or 30 feet into it and I stopped. I'm not going no further. I'm too creeped out. But I'm going to try to do this. Guys, I got them done in pictures. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it because the wording, the letters are very small, but we're going to attempt it. All right, here we go. This is titled, "The Canadian Train Passengers Come Face to Face with a Dogman." We don't have the year for this encounter, but it happened 12 miles west of Jasper, Alberta, Canada, on the Rocky Mountaineer Railway. The information source for this article is multiple train passenger eyewitnesses. We were taking a train from Vancouver, British Columbia to Jasper, Alberta, and then circling around. The circle trip would include other towns of Whistler, Quesnel, and Kamloops. It was an anniversary train ride, and we were on the classic rail circle on the Rocky Mountaineer train. We spent the first 3 days in Vancouver, British Columbia, and then traveled to Whistler, British Columbia. We were riding this train sometimes during the day and sometimes during the night. On the 5th night, we were heading to Jasper, Alberta, and each night we would disembark and stay at a hotel. A lot of people moved to the first passenger car, and we were in the second one. As the train rolled on through the night towards Jasper, I was drifting off to sleep in one of the seats while my wife was looking out the window. We passed through dense, dark, misty forests with patches of open spaces lit up by the moonlight. We were about 12 miles away from our destination in Jasper, Alberta, when all of a sudden the train comes to a stop in a heavily wooded area. Any passenger sleeping or drifting off now woke up thinking that we had arrived in Jasper. We thought it was just a simple maintenance stop, assuming the railroad company still did those periodically. I can remember one passenger saying, "Great, the train stopped. How long is this going to take?" Then we were joking about how long it will take, like 25 minutes or even an hour, which didn't seem to amuse this particular passenger. Then we all heard it, multiple loud wolf-type howling outside of the train from all directions in the woods. I wondered what was going on and why we had stopped. One of the passengers thinks he sees something outside. Remember, the windows of the train were uncovered and very dark. The train conductor gets on the intercom and informs us that we should be moving along fairly quickly. We see something approaching the train. It was very dark and we couldn't make out very many details. It looked like an upright bear walking towards us on 2 legs. I said, "What is that?" as it stretched its arm and 5-fingered hand with long nails and laid it flat against the windows as if it was checking the glass to see either what it was or how strong the glass was. The train starts up again and blows its horn, which causes this bipedal walking wolf creature to snarl and growl. Then the train lurches forward slightly as we start rolling. Later, some of the other passengers claimed this thing decided to chase our train down the tracks for a short distance. But at the time, I couldn't see anything due to the darkness outside. We finally arrived in Jasper, Alberta, and checked into our hotel. My wife was terrified and wanted to cancel the rest of the trip, but we were too far away from Vancouver, British Columbia, so I convinced her to stay on the train for the remainder of the trip. Nothing out of the ordinary happened on the successive nights on the train, and to this day I'm not sure what I saw. It was probably a bear, right? We were in the middle of nowhere, and that was what I thought at the time, but now I realize after research we were face to face in the train window with a dogman, a werewolf, and the only thing separating us from it possibly getting at us or a pack of them getting at us, and there were multiple howls from creatures in the dark woods, it was a pane of glass in the train window. People ask me if it was just mistaken identity and really just a bear. It was not a bear. I often wonder what the outcome would have been if the train had not started up again and the pack of dogmen would have descended on the train with such darkness outside and it being very hard to see anything. Would they have found a way to get in? Would they have broken the glass in the train windows? Was the first creature that put its hand on the window just checking us out for the others that lay in hiding in the woods? Did the train engineer see a dogman creature on the tracks up ahead and stop the train for it to move on, but not to say anything, so as not to alarm the passengers? Had the train engineer saw these creatures before and knew they were in this area? Was this a classic ambush attack that dogmen do to so many other victims, where one creature runs out in front of the vehicle or stands in the road to get the vehicle to stop and investigate, only to have others waiting in the darkness to attack? I don't have an answer to these questions, but thankfully it ended safely for us within the security of the train. And that's the end of that article. Wow, how frightening would that be? Be on a train and have one of them come up to the window right there just inches from where you're sitting. I don't know what I would do. It wouldn't be good. It would end up with my pants messed up or holes in the window. One, I'm not sure. Probably my pants messed up. It's not feeling as creepy as it was when I first walked in here. At least the katydids are singing. It makes me feel a little better. All right. We're going to move on with article number 2, and this also is another werewolf, a dogman article. This one's titled, Kids Public Swimming Pool Watched by 9-Foot-Tall Dogman. The year is undisclosed for privacy reasons, but it happened in recent years. The location is undisclosed for privacy reasons, but it was at a public swimming pool on the outskirts of a town that runs along a wood line. The information source for this article is 3 eyewitnesses' testimony, including 2 lifeguards. To me, hearing children laugh and play can be one of the most beautiful sounds on earth, but the exact opposite of that is the sound of a terrified child. These events happened when I was working as a lifeguard at one of the local public swimming pools in the county I live in. There are 2 publicly owned swimming pools like this. The one I worked at was the largest with the most visitors. During the daytime, you might have 50 to 60 kids all in the pool at the same time, swimming and crashing around, trying to drown each other or other things, and it can get ridiculous. Quite a number of times I had to blow my whistle to tell them to stop horseplaying before someone gets hurt or drowns. But alas, kids will be kids. I'll never forget the day this encounter happened. This particular pool is on the outskirts of the city and part of a larger playground development. There's baseball fields, football fields, and soccer fields, but the pool itself is nestled along the wood line. The entire pool is enclosed and surrounded by an 8-foot-high chain-link fence. This 8-foot-high chain-link fence was added because just 2 years before this terrifying encounter happened, feral hogs had come charging out of the woods and literally jumped into the pool. This happened when the pool was in the process of closing down. One of the other lifeguards had brought her little sister to the pool that day. She had been hanging around with us and was with us as we started to close things down. We had to check restrooms, pick up the trash, rearrange the chairs, and do all the little things the city paid us to do. While we were busy doing these things, the lifeguard's little sister was playing right along the wood line by the 8-foot-high chain-link fence. I had my back turned to her on the opposite side of the pool, stacking chairs, when I hear this scream, this blood-curdling scream. Sorry. This scream was a child in fear, and there is nothing like it. I looked over my shoulder at the little girl in the process of jumping from the fence line by the woods all the way into the pool. How is that possible? I still don't know how she did it. She was flying through the air. Then my eyes see something on the other side of the 8-foot-high chain-link fence in the woodline. At first, I could not believe what I was seeing. It looked like a giant wolf head about 9 feet up in the air, but it was blending in with the trees at the same time. A few seconds later, the little girl's body splashes down into the pool water, and I hear this growl, a loud, deep, guttural growl that felt like it hit me in my stomach, went through my intestines, hit my liver, and came out of the other side of my body. This growl was so loud, the other lifeguard came running out of the women's restroom looking around. If you can picture the scene, my body is now fully turned to the direction of the wolf head. The little girl is swimming full speed across the pool, and the other lifeguard on the other side of the pool is frantically looking around trying to figure out what is going on. Then the treetops begin to shake like this thing is climbing up the tree as if it might jump the 8-foot chain-link fence into the pool area. I must say, at this point, I had never heard of dogmen or knew anything about it. No prior understandings of these things' very existence. At that moment, all I knew was what my eyes revealed to me. A giant wolf head about 9 feet off the ground there in the trees. I saw the top of the tree shaking back and forth like it was climbing up the tree. The little girl reaches my side of the pool and gets out screaming, "It's a monster! It's a monster! It's a monster!" She grabs me by my waist and pulls me by the arm, trying to drag me away from the pool. The other lifeguard on the other side of the pool, who had been watching this situation, takes off running. We all three ran out there to the parking lot and left in our cars, not closing the pool down, not locking the gate, not doing anything we were supposed to do at closing. When I got home, I called the director of the pool facility and told him exactly what happened and said it would be a better idea if he went over there and closed the pool down. Here's the crazy part. The next day, we came back to the pool, and the director pulls us into his office and starts to question us, and not about why the pool was left unlocked or that a kid could have gotten in the tree and drowned. Or not that a kid could have gotten in there and drowned, but he questioned us about what we saw and where we saw it. After that, the pool was closed for a week, and when we returned to work, that wood line that was on the other side of the 8-foot-high chain-link fence had completely been cut back 150 feet, removing every tree and even grinding down the stumps that remained. It was just an open field 150 feet across. I still wonder today if that giant 9-foot-tall wolf was climbing the tree to jump the fence to get us. How long had it been watching all of those kids play in the pool from the cover of the trees in the woods? Are there more than just and just how safe does cutting away part of their tree cover really make anyone swimming in this pool or working here, especially after hours when we only have a few workers remain to close things down? I knew nothing of dogmen before this encounter. Now my world has changed forever. I'm no longer oblivious to woodlines and what may be hiding and watching from them. Holy cow. Yeah, that's a scary one. That is definitely a scary one. I lost my place, you guys. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. Here we go. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have to get out of here in just a minute. I'm getting a little freaked out. It's getting late. Oh, it's 6:30. Let's see. I don't know if can y'all hear that? It sounds like crying. stopped. Now that I turn and face it, it stopped. It's like a sobbing. I can hear it now again. It's like somebody going, you can hear them like sucking in, sniffling. I don't know if I should. It's not doing it right now. I hope you guys are able to hear this. I turn my back, I'm facing the camera. It's 3 times now. When I look toward the camera, it'll start. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna save the other articles on this last one. I'm gonna save it. I got 2 more articles to do. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna do them today. I'm close to Jeff's Corner, and that's coming from Jeff's Corner. 100% it's coming from that way. And it's thick. It's super thick over there. I didn't bring, something just hit the tree I'm sitting on. I felt it. Felt like a rock. I don't know if y'all heard that. Hitting right over here. I didn't bring the batteries with me for the camera. I forgot. Crud. Let me check it. Yeah, I'm not going to stick around. It's getting late. It's going to be dark. It's kind of overcast. I don't know where's my battery at? %. That ain't good. Oh, man. I'm trying to swap my screen over. There we go. There's a rock or something hit right here, somewhere right here on the tree. Y'all should have heard it. It was pretty loud. Oh, bugs are getting me. It sounded like a thunder, maybe, or a growl. I don't know. That's Jeff's Corner. You see the tall pine right here? If you go just behind that where you see the thick treetops, that's the beginning of Jeff's Corner. We're right here at it. I've got to go back through here. I came in right here. See where I stepped on the limbs right here and broke them? I gotta go right here and I gotta turn, and my trail is right over there. And I don't think my battery is gonna last. I'm using the wireless mic. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop this for now. I gotta get back to the truck, and I don't wanna have to concentrate on holding this camera up and aiming it. I just wanna go. All right, guys, y'all have a good afternoon. Please don't forget to add our brother Jimmy Scott in your prayers. He's dealing with stage 4 brain cancer, and he absolutely needs our Father's support. He needs all of our support, so please, please pray for him. Guys, I will see you soon. I will be back at it filming tomorrow. We had a lot happen the last few days, and I wasn't able to get out here. It's getting creepy, but I'm getting out of here. I love y'all. God bless you. Have a wonderful afternoon. And I will see you very, very soon when I go through right here. Be safe, be kind, and be blessed. We'll see you guys in a day or so. Bye-bye. Aye. I had to take a little side road. I had to take a side road. Holy cow, I'm right here at the truck. All right, we was back there. Right, you're not gonna be able to see it. There's an oak tree right here. You can see the top, the light green. If you go at the base of it, there's a game trail that goes back that direction, then it turns. We was back here. I tried to come out over here and I missed my turn and I ended up coming out of this junk right here. But truck's right there. I'm here. I'm out of breath, but I'm going home. You guys, I got my nerves racked right now. Heart's pounding. When it gets weird back there, it gets weird. It gets really, really weird. It's just, I'm not sure what the deal is. In those couple of areas you go through, you can feel where you're walking through the spider webs, you can feel them on you. And it's not like a little strand of silk. It feels like a tough, like you've walked into a pile of like a big spider web. But there's nothing on you. You go to pull it off of you because you know it's stuck and wrapped all around your head and your body. There's nothing on you. There's no spider web at all. And that's the strangest thing to me. I don't know how that's even possible unless they are just literally transparent spider webs. But there's nothing, you can't see them at all. Even in the straight up, when the sun's straight overhead, you can't see them. And that's bizarre. Whew, geez. Got a little shook up. But all right, I'm getting out of here. Y'all have a good day. And if there's anything that I can do for you, if you need my help in anything, my email is standinggoatsrescue@yahoo.com, and I will certainly see you guys soon. Yeah, I got all my junk in here. Lord have mercy. That got me a little bit. All right, we'll see you guys here very, very soon. Have a good evening. We love you. God bless you. Be safe and be kind always. Bye-bye.